Anambrization of southeastern Nigeria did not start today. When the Fulani militias began to exude into Anambra State, we were then in primary school, in secondary school.
Hey, there's a knock 80. I was going to Ofor set. Oh, yeah, DPO. I'll get with Simala. I'm going to go to your Belego. Oh, yeah, Bagobenu. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, nano. Buono. Buono na. Many escort. Ya nwa ta gworu sa gwa mantum. Udi ama adolo.
Ndị Hausa sị na ọ ga-aga n'Enugu Ezike. Ihe na-eme n'Igoro 1 Enugu Ezike. Ọ na-eme na n'Igoro 1. Ndị Hausa na-akwagharị baro a pretend na ha na-ego ụkarịka ihe. Bịara zuru ochi nwatakịrị bụ chi n'ime trọk ya ga-akwaja. Ọ ga-abụ na Chukwu nyere aka na bịa jite. Ọ na-eme na n'Igogoro 1 Enugu Ezike. Gịnị be ndị Enugu Ezike ga-eme ndị Hausa? Ndị Hausa kwadote ndị Enugu Ezike na nke ikpeazụ na zuru ochi nwa bụ mee chi netrọk. Nwa ga-abụ ihe mgbuka a na-akwakwa netrọk.
They've taken over all our forests, killing our farmers, killing our youths, you know. There are many times they actually implemented the Islamization agenda in the 80s, 90s. We, the Anambra people, still resisted them. So currently, the awareness of what Fulani has, you know, as provisions in package for every Igbo man, the awareness is over emphasized. You see where the emphasis lay. They come, they stay. If you allow them over time and over time, they are going to take over the domain, the entire vicinity, and they claim it that it is their ancestral land. So that's why we don't allow them at Onitsha, we don't allow them at Impo, we don't allow them at Otuocha. We have not even allowed them at Nteje and Okozo. When we discover where they pitch their tents at Nteje forest, we went into the forest, we actually sensitized them that we buy land anywhere we settle in Nigeria or in the world. You should pay for land, failure to pay, evacuate. And they stood up and advocate because they are the poorest idiots in Africa. They don't have money. They use free. The economy of any state where they settle, they don't contribute to the economy of that state. They come on trailer, lorry without paying transport toll. They migrate from north into the south and live at the slums, uncompleted building, inside forest without paying for accommodation. They don't pay for the land on which they settle. They deserve and pray that whatever they do is free. They don't pay to government. They don't contribute to taxes. See, let me tell you, Anambra, we actually agreed within ourselves that we will never allow ourselves to be used by the Fulani hegemonies anymore. The kind of hegemony you see in Anambra State is quite different from that of Imo State, because Anambra State is different from Imo State, but one Igbo. They have the same blood, they have the same reasoning. Igbo man will never allow himself Islamized. Likewise, what you have seen in Anambra State is exactly what the Imo man, the Ebonyi man, the Enugu man, is planning to do. Except the southeastern states governors, Hope Uzodinma, Charles Soludo, Peter Mba, Francis Nwafulefu, exception of Alex Soti, who actually knows what he's doing in Abia State. Fulani, we have no reason to settle anywhere in Umuahia, in Igbere, even when Ojuto Kanu actually allotted some lands to the Fulanis. The Abia people, they rose up on their feet. They went there, they disbanded the Fulanis, they sacked them and banned them, or banned them from using that portion of land because they have not paid money to the state government. So likewise, Igbo man, anywhere we go, we pay for land. Anywhere we find ourselves in Cameroon, we pay. We pay house rent. We find ourselves in Kampala and Dar es Salaam of Tanzania. We pay for land if we buy one. We pay for house rent if we rent one. But the Fulanis, they are poorest. They are the poorest race tribe in Africa, using religion as a bait, religion as an excuse to entice the locals, the landowners, with Islamic, ideology. But Igbo land is not where Islamic ideology could thrive. We have actually succeeded on disbanding people promoting Ottoman Danfodio ideology all over southeastern Nigeria. They have failed. Failure is their name. We can never allow Fulani to settle in Anambra State. Anywhere in Igbo land, we've turned our back on Islamic ideology. It can never all go well. It can never occur in Igbo land. Even we have started our, plans to make sure that no mosque is located anywhere in Igbo land. If they pay for money, if they pay for land, they can buy land, but you can't construct mosque anywhere in Anambra State. Constructing mosque warrants that many years to come, you will allow terrorists to invade Anambra State. They will start raping our wives, our mama, our sisters, our children, thereby putting all of them to sword, using blades to mow down farmers, using blades to kill the Anambras in their various business establishments. We actually announce the coming of rainfall until it actually begins to rain. Listen and listen good. Fulani is evil. Fulani man is a religious bigot animals. They are supporting Hamas. Hamas that are killing Israel, freely in the state of Israel. All vicinities and communities there were invaded by the Hamas animal terrorists, putting many of their ladies there to death. People that were celebrating Miskal Nova festival in Israel were killed by Hamas, supported by Fulani. So that's why Fulani all over Africa, Fulani all over Nigeria, it is high time the entire nationalities or ethnicities in Africa and Nigeria should at least gang up, unify against these religious pigs called Fulani. they can never succeed. Fulani man in Lagos is very, very serious about religion, calling Muhammad and Allah to slit the throats of innocent Christians. And when they kill Christians, they shout Allah Kuroba or Allah Kuroba or Hala Kuroba. I don't know. I don't want to know that kind of devilish, names that they call or invoke or enchant anytime they split or spill blood. So, in Anambra State, it is not possible. To Islamize Anambra State is impossible. I'm telling you that all the Muslim pigs, Fulani, trying to occupy any space or land in Anambra State, they have all failed. This is an agenda started by their great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio, the first African jihadist in 18th century. It is a high time they should understand that Igbo man has refused to be Islamized. Let me tell you, most of the mosques established or constructed in Afibo, Ebonyi State, thank you, in due course, we are going to bring it down. We can never allow Satan in Igbo land. People that slit people's throat, waste people's blood, we can never allow them to dwell among us. Wherever we Igbos live in Africa, in Nigeria, in Europe, in America, we abide by the rules and regulation of such country or land. We don't kill people. Fulani is from the descendant of Cain. Cain, in the beginning, slaughtered his brother Abel. And that is the spirit, the blood that is manifesting in Fulani today. They are aggrieved children, descendants of Cain. We don't tolerate blood wasters. They should vacate Anambra right now, before it is late.
Okay, but what I want to say, if Nigeria finally divide, do you think the Fulanis will have the guts to come in a large, form in that manner, coming with a big truck, loading themselves in a big truck and coming to the south? Do you think they will have that
if
balls?
Nigeria divides, Fulani are going to go back to Senegambia, Fudajelo Highland, where their grandfathers originated from. Many years ago, over 300 centuries, the Fulani, agenda of Islamization began with their head, Ottoman Danfodio, who was spreading the Islamic evangelism across the entire northern region. Until date, they are still with that kind of plan and idea of intermarrying our women, deceiving our men, our obas and kings and theirs, bringing huge livestock, animals, cows, as gift to our monarchs. But this time around, we are in the modern world. In .com age, we are the netizen, and we can never allow such a archaic idea of manipulating people. They use the psychology of Afonja from their axis of Ilorin. You can see what is going on in Kwara State today. The entire palaces in Kwara State have been vacated by the monarchs, Oba monarchs. Oba are the kings in Yoruba land. They've actually absconded, they left their various palaces because Fulani has taken over everywhere, sending their bloody bandits to slit people's throats. I am assuring you that it can never be like that in southeastern Nigeria. When Nigeria divides, Fulani are going to en masse exude Nigeria. They are going to exude Nigeria, they are going to leave Nigeria. They are going to vacate Nigeria because they will be evicted by their Hausa, let me say, hosts. The Hausa host was the one that actually gave them the right of occupancy to stay and live with them in the north. And today, as I'm talking to you, Fulani has overpowered the Hausas, the true owners of the land. That's why there is a war, bloody war to fight between the Fulani and the Hausas. They are going to settle among themselves. But coming to Igbo land to intimidate Igbo man, it is impossible. Immediately Biafra goes, the entire Fulani settlement in the southeastern Nigeria will be evicted. We don't need bloody wasters. We are God-fearing tribe. We don't need bloody wasters that actually originated or migrated from descendants of Cain. Cain slaughtered his brother Abel, and it can never happen like that in our modern world. We've turned our back on Islamization, and when Nigeria divides, the entire tribes, ethnicity of this country should fight hard to make sure that Fulani race is evicted from Nigeria.
But do you think the Southeast governor in support of this?
Whether they like it or not, immediately they exude away from southeastern Nigeria, Nobody will have the impetus to interrupt the Igbo youths, to interrupt the Igbo warriors, to interrupt the Biafran Liberation Army. The Biafran Liberation Army and the ESL, all hands shall be on desk to make sure that the Fulanis are evicted. You know, from every forest in the southeastern Nigeria, it will be well protected by our forest guard, our ESN, and our Mac camera, even our drones, all over the forest of Imo State, Anambra State, Abia State, Ebonyi State, and Enugu State shall be well fortified with our drones and camera, and Fulani will exit Igbo land in totality. We don't tolerate wasters, people that are wasting blood, wandering from place to place, putting people to sword. That's slaughtering people, wasting innocent blood. Igbo man does not tolerate wasting of blood. We have fear of God, and we know what it takes for someone to soil in hands with blood. It is an abomination in Igbo custom and tradition, and the Fulanis could not do that in Igbo land, polluting our land with blood of the innocent. We are not taking it easy with the Fulani, you know, blood wasters. It is high time they should consider vacating the entire land, even the barracks, police station, vacating all these federal, you know, agencies. We don't want them. We don't want Fulani. Time has come. They must leave Igbo land.
Okay, but lastly, the sit at home in the southeast, the governors are still crying, like for Soludo. They said people are not still coming out for them, you know, or people are not coming out for, you know, their businesses, the schools, and what have you. Do you not think this is still affecting the economy in the south?
See, let me tell the gospel truth.
Is in a big debt.
The gospel truth is that the people are sitting at home because of the love they have for Biafra, the love they have for our leader, Mazi Oku Nnamdi Kanu. The kind of love, not your non-government. We love Nnamdi Kanu. We love Biafra. Biafra is the name of my country, and we are sitting at home because we love Biafra. We are sitting at home because we don't want intimidation by the Fulani Janjaweeds in collaboration with the present administration under supervision of Soludo and Tinubu. That's why we are sitting at home. Until they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not going to come out. Kanu should be released. When Kanu comes out, that is when you see every woman out every Monday and Tuesday. But since they have learned to keep him illegally under a law, Kanu was condemned. A law that does not exist in Nigeria Constitution. Sit at home is only tool we are using to fight federal government and state government. We don't want to waste blood or spill blood with the security operatives, both federal and state, in Igbo land. That's why we have chosen to sit at home. Sitting at home, we use it to observe, to correct, you know, many anomalies going on in the society today. An Igbo man was agitating for his right. He was arrested, incarcerated, jailed over a law that does not exist. A Yoruba man was agitating for his freedom, for his country. He was arrested and jailed over his rights. Within a short period, a Yoruba man became a president. He released his Yoruba brother, Sunday Igboho. He left the Igbo man, my Igbo brother there, to suffer and die in jail. Simply because he's an Igbo man. So all these anomalies should be corrected. That's why we are not coming out every Monday and Tuesday. We use it to express our grievances, and nobody should stop us. You don't force me to come out on Monday or Tuesday. You don't feed me. You don't owe me. I am entitled to open my business anytime I like. Charles Soludo is nothing but a man that has been totally, you know, disoriented. He is not thinking normal. He has mental disorientation. That's why he doesn't realize himself. Any Igbo man sitting at home on Monday has realized himself. Realization of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom of Igbo man, because we know where we are coming from. Biafra has come to stay, and the emancipation of Biafra is very, very imperative and paramount right now all over the world. When Israel and America finishes with Iran conflict in the Middle East, Nigeria is the next port of call to come here and see the way Biafra, to come here and make sure that Nigeria disintegrates, to come here and make sure that the military forces occupying our barracks in Igbo land should what? Vacate and be evicted. United Nations is coming, USA is coming, Israel is coming, and Canada is coming. Britain, woo! Britain, whether you like it or not, Biafra has come.
But at that time, people like us will not forgive them. See, they are playing a dangerous game because they have children. They should remember their generation. Yes, every game they play now will speak tomorrow when Biafra finally come, because we will use it against them. And I know one day Bianco Juku children will come up and say they want to be governor, they want to be local government chairman, they want to become a president of Biafra. That time we will remind them what their mama do.
But Pastor, what has changed? What has changed from when Bianca became Minister of State for Foreign Affairs? And then that Samonepa is the faraway Fulani, is behind bars. What has changed in Southeast?
No changes, my brother. It baffles me that you leave the truth and decided to embrace lie. If Simon Ekman is actually or was actually the brain behind of the killings in the Southeast, I think by now those killings would have stopped.
The killings would have stopped.
Yes, but
you're not 100% sure of this.
I'm 100% sure. Okay. If he was the one responsible, he should have stopped. But since he did not stop, that means he was not the one responsible. It was forcefully accused and leveled against him.
So was it?
So Bianco Ojukwu should equally, now I'm expecting her the same way she wrote a petition against her own brother. Let her write a petition too against the Fulanis and against Nigeria and against the Nigerian politicians that have been carrying out this evil. See, was Simon Ekman there when over 200 in Benue was killed and roasted?
No.
Now, was Simon Ekman in Samfara when over 100 was killed last week?
No.
Was Simon Ekman over there in the Amufu in Enugu State where a whole village was ransacked? No. Was Simon Ekman there? No. Was Simon Ekman there where in Ebonyi State Ishiri where people on Sunday was ransacked and killed, which they used plantain to cover their dead body, and people's phone was seized by the Fulani Nigerian military so that they will not cover it. Those that covered it from afar. Was Simon Ekman there? No. If you check all these things, what about the killings in Ondo, the killings in a Plateau, the killings in Kogi, the killings in Tobi? Tell me, was Simon Ekman there? No. So it is the time for Bianca to write petition. And if Bianca refused and failed to write petition, definitely she has not started falling into mud. She will enter a mud that she will not be able to come outside.
So, Pastor, now Peter Mba has said it will be so dishonor. It will be a dishonor to allow Simon Ekman to go. Just like all this corporate evidence they presented, it will be dishonor. And then Southeast might not have rest anymore. Now he says Southeast is currently enjoying rest. Now that Simon Ekman is off the radar, that please no amount should you allow Ekman go.
Now listen to me. Peter Mbada said no amount that should allow Simon Ekman to go, and at the same time that Southeast is enjoying peace. Please, I want to ask, what kind of peace is the Southeast enjoying? The kind of killing that took place in Osun, in Anambra, Ofor. I'm talking of last week. The one that happened in Imo State, the killing that took place in Imo State, is that peace? The one that took place in this thing in Enugu State. No, I want to ask, how are they enjoying? What is peace? What do you understand by the word of peace? 2 weeks ago in Abia State, about 8 of Igbos was killed. 8 Igbos? Yes, was killed. Is that peace? See, let me tell you, you know, Nigeria have been living with a bunch of liars as leaders.
Bunch of liars.
And that is why Nigeria no go better.
Are you laying cause on
That is not a cause, but it's the true fact.
Okay.
When the elders are not speaking the truth, what do you expect? A place where the elders are not speaking truth, what do you expect that place to look like? You understand? When the truth are not being said, neither does it being practiced or followed, then how do you expect the land to be? So definitely the land will be flowing with the milk of crisis, milk of lying, milk of nonsense. You understand? So far so good. You agree with me that these people, even Bianca of a thing, and the likeness and the alliance of Bianca that have been allying with Nigeria will fail.
We feel. So Pastor, we say very big thank you to you. Thank you for always coming out to